Streaming, and we're live. Got to crack the seltzer. We got the strawberry watermelon. This is one of my favorite flavors. It's so tasty. Hello, friends. It is Nomad Bread coming to you from my box truck. We're live on a Wednesday, and look at this. Do you see what's happening here? And what's happening here? It is daylight. I think this is the first live stream I've done in a long, long time that it's actually been daylight still during the live. So I'm very excited about it. The truck is looking good with some shrubbery, some greenery in the windows. Feeling pretty good about it. Now that we hit, I always go live at 6 p.m. Pacific, but that's been, when the savings time changes, it's 7 o'clock and it's winter, but that's all gone now. So we're back to 6 o'clock Arizona time. And we got some sunlight. I'm excited going into summer when we do live streams. I'll be able to take you guys outside wherever I'm at, show you the surroundings and explore around. And so we're going to have a lot of fun on these live streams with some daylight available. Echo. Is there an echo? Is there an echo? I wonder if it's just me in the box truck. It's a little echoey in here. I haven't put the, can you fix it? Is it bad? Hold on. Okay. Maybe that fixes it. I had the, I don't hear an echo. Oh, maybe it's just you, sir. People say no echo. I had the live stream open accidentally. Anyway, I don't know. There it is. Hopefully it sounds good. I still need to put the soundproof tiles on the wall. It's on the list. I haven't got to it yet. You know, we've been busy. Been a busy week here at Nomad Dad's place. Got a lot done though. Oh, really quick, by the way, I just want to say hello. Hello to everybody in the chat. Jonathan Rome's here. First comment. Cabinets. Howdy. Dino's in the chat. Real Cruz is here. Real Cruz says good morning. He must be working the swing shift. Happy to have you here, Cruz. We got Dan in the chat. We got Tim Cox. Bella is here. Zane Johnston is here. Marcus Allen. You guys have been having an active chat. I'm glad to see you guys talking and chatting and having a good time. Sally Berry is here. We got DMC Connell in the chat. HBA Dave, Don W. Happy to have everybody here hanging out. Looks like Dan had some surgery. Wishing Dan a speedy recovery on his shoulder. Hope it all works out well for you, my friend. Arizona Online is here. I'm seeing a lot of names. I addressed all the envelopes for the keychains, so those are all ready to go. I just have to physically take them to the post office, so that'll be happening very soon. I'll get those shipped out. Arizona Online, Jax, HBA Dave. I don't remember who else. Janet, maybe? Someone named, was it Janet? Someone with a J? Mike Fahey. And then I think somebody named Alex. So anyway, they're all going to go in the mail very soon. You guys will get your keychains shortly. Thank you so much for the support. Stefan says he's sending more keychains. I believe him. I didn't mean to say that weird. Stefan says he's sending more. And so if I receive more, then I'll give some more of them away. How do we get them? They were some subscribers just sent them to me as a gift, and I don't need 6 keychains, so I would just gave them away in the last live stream. I'm supposed to get more, and so when I do, I will give them out. So you just have to be on the live stream when I announce them, and you will possibly be able to receive one. Okay, let's see. What else do we got? Okay, a couple housekeeping things. I am officially going to Tiny Fest. I wasn't sure before just because they asked me to come, but I still had to fill out the application, and then they had to make it official. And so it is now official. So Saturday, April 18th and Sunday, April 19th is Tiny Fest. and that will be going down in Costa Mesa, California. Tiny Fest is like an expo where you can go tour all kinds of different tiny homes. They have regular like stick-built tiny homes, but also they have vehicles, all kinds of different stuff. But it's like a place to go if you're into living tiny. And then they have products like batteries and toilets and all kinds of tiny stuff. If you guys want to go to Tiny Fest, I will be there showing off the rig. So if you want to say hi or see the vehicle, walk through it, and see what it feels like in person, come out to Tiny Fest and you can do that. You can tour and we can talk and whatever you want to do. I have a coupon code. You do have to pay to get into Tiny Fest, but I don't think it's that expensive. I'm not sure what it costs. Maybe like $10 or something. Let me see. There's a coupon code. There's a discount code. It just says Brad. So the discount is Brad. Let me see what the website actually is for this. Just for folks that want to go. Tiny Fest. Let's see what their website is. Let me pull it up here. Right here. Okay, Tiny Fest 2026. It's at the OC Fair and Event Center. I'm going to drop the link. Ooh, I don't know if I can drop it in the chat. Let me try. Oh, it doesn't let me paste. I hate it. Let me try this. Let me try this. I got another idea. Give me a second here, folks. Let me try this. Give me a second here, folks. Let me try this. There we go. I had to go over to YouTube. I dropped it in from the YouTube page. So there's a link for Tiny Fest. If you guys want to come out, discount code is allegedly Brad. If you guys have any trouble with that, let me know, and I can talk to the organizer. Anyway, so that'll be fun. We'll be hanging out, and I'm gonna do a live stream. I'm gonna do a live stream from Tiny Fest probably on the first day, probably Saturday. I'll do a live stream. So if you guys can't make it out in person, we'll do a little live stream, see what's going on. So that's what's going on. I just said that twice. Going on. So with the understanding that I have to be in Costa Mesa, California on April 18th. Well, I actually have to be there Friday the 17th. And it's going to take me a couple days travel. Plus I got to edit a video. I'll probably end up leaving like Monday, which means I have about 1, 2, 3, 4. I have about 4.5 weeks left here in Yuma. 4.5 weeks to finish up the projects that need to be finished up before I can hit the road. And then we're off to Costa Mesa, California. And then the whole summer adventures begin. We're going to slowly work our way up. We're going to go over to Eastern California and then go up into Oregon and Washington and do all kinds of exploring. I'm excited about it. Happy to have you guys on board. And the content is just going to get that much better. So one of the projects that I needed to get done before I could leave is I had to finish. Man, look how long that looks. I'll take the camera off and walk you guys around it. But I had to finish this upper cabinet, and let me tell you, it makes a huge difference. Before, this was just all birch, and it just looked empty and unfinished. And now that I put up the rest of the shelving and the trim, it just looks really, really good. I'm really happy with it. And what's interesting is because I have now like 14 feet of blue painted birch, like this big blue line, it really makes the box truck look a lot longer. So if you guys didn't know, that's a trick when you're like doing interior design. Horizontal stripes make a room feel longer. Vertical stripes make a room feel taller. And so with that big blue basically stripe across the side, it just feels big in here. And added a ton more storage space. So let me pull you guys off the perch here. And I'll show you what we got going on. So previously, that 1, 2, 3, that third cabinet was the end of the overhead. And so all this has been added on. I worked on this Monday, Tuesday, and a little bit today. So we added all that on. Now that hole in the end of the cabinet that you guys are always asking about, it's gone. You can't ask about it anymore. It's not there. And so this is my bookshelf. I already stacked up some of my books right there. Now I ordered some like bungee cord. It's like 1/4-inch bungee cord, and so I'm gonna run it across the face to hold the books back. But also there's a little lip right here that extends up about an inch above the bottom of the shelf. So that will kind of hold the bottom of the books back so they don't physically bounce out, and then I'll have one cord that, or maybe two that run across. But I got room for more books, so I gotta add a few more books to the shelf. And then I did decide to do one regular cubby above the window. I thought it would look kind of nice to break it up. So we got one cubby there, same knobs as everything back here with the hinges. Boop. So we got one cubby here, and then I got one more open shelf at the end. I kind of like the look of having the open shelving. It just kind of makes things more interesting. I didn't want to have, you know, cubby or shelves with doors on them all the way down. I knew it would be too much. I knew it would look a little bit funky. So pretty happy with the little open faced shelving. So that one's all for books. This one I'm not sure what I'm gonna put up there. I might put like 2 or 3 strings of cord across this one, and then I could put bigger things up there. I don't know, maybe I could like fold up a coat, put it up there, or a blanket, or when I get my dog, I could put her leash and stuff up there. So anyway, that's open, that's for future use. But we got that up, and we got the trim on the bottom, and then I added one more thing. Show you guys one more thing here. One more little secret thing. So I talked before about the overhead lights. When I'm doing a video or something, it's fine to have them on, but I can't have them on at night or like for long periods of time. It kind of messes with my eyes. And the reason why is, like, in this video, the camera color corrects. And so the lighting on the ceiling looks white. It looks like a pure white, but it's actually not. Like, to my naked eye, it's almost like a yellow. And the reason why is because these LED strips, they don't actually have white LEDs. They're colored LEDs. And so they, like, the colors blend to try to make white. Anyway, it's kind of confusing, but it's not a pure white. Messes with my eyes. So I added a second set of strips underneath the cabinet right next to the trim. Let's see if it works. Boom, there it is. Look at that. Off, on, off, on. Pretty sweet. So it's got a little remote control, and these ones are just white, but you can change between warm white. This is warm white, and then cool white, like this. This is cool white. So this probably matches the ceiling lights a little bit better. So if I'm filming or doing a video, I can have it on cool white. But then if I'm chilling, laying in bed, relaxing, I can put it on warm. And it's also dimmable. So I can just, I don't know how much you'll be able to see that on the camera. The camera's kind of funky when it comes to filming stuff. It doesn't look exactly as it is in real life on the camera. Let me turn off the overheads. So there's 100%, and then you can just step it down. And that's a minimum, that's 10%. So almost nothing. And then you can just pop it back up. So anyway, super excited about that. It wraps all the way down, and then it comes around the end. So it's kind of cool down here. You can see it, it kind of shines off the sticker board. So I thought that was kind of a cool little touch. And the light's actually kind of tucked behind this trim, so you really don't see them, which is nice. They kind of just blend in, and you get a nice little soft little glow. So I'm excited about it. That was a good little project off the list. Happy to have that done. Let's see. I'm gonna hop in the chat here, see how you guys are doing, see if there's any questions. Look at the wall now. It's looking good. We got the YouTube plaque and the It's on the List plaque, and we got the cabinets and the LED light, and I got the little computer workstation. We're in business. It's looking like a home. In fact, a lot of people commented on last week's video, like new people, new watchers of the video, and they said they didn't even realize I was in a box truck when they just clicked into it. They said it looked like a studio apartment. That's the goal, man. All right, I'm back in the chat. If you guys have any questions or anything, I'll try to answer those for you. Let me see what's going on. Okay, here's where I dropped the TinyFest link. No echo. Todd Meister 15, UK subscriber. Awesome content. Thanks for fixing the wire hanging from the TV. I fixed it. I tucked it back in. It was getting out of sorts. We had to fix it. Dad needs help cleaning up. Yeah, Nomad Dad's outside sweeping. He's always doing something out there. He's always doing something. Like from the minute he wakes up until the minute he goes to bed, he's always doing something. He stays active, stays busy. Chupacabra Adventures says the box truck is looking rad. Good work. Thank you, Chupacabra. I appreciate it. We made Chupacabra biscuits and gravy a few weeks ago out there at the lake. And so that's my good friend Chupacabra, the Nomad Chef. Go give him a follow if you guys want to see some Nomad cooking videos. Zombie Haze, are you going to Peace Love Vans in Colorado in June? I am not. No, I'm not going to Colorado. This summer I'm going to Oregon and Washington. That's it. Maybe next summer I can go to Colorado. Do you have a fire extinguisher? Yes, I do. It's right under the sink. Ready to extinguish the flames. People are liking the Nomad Dad cameo. He must have been out the window here sweeping or something. Yeah, I'm at Nomad Dad's. I'm in his driveway right now. I've been here the last few days working on this, using the saws and stuff. And so I got the steps in the mail. I told you guys, I think I ordered the steps, the electric folding steps for the door. So I'm going to install those tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Thursday. But it'll probably be a couple day project. So I'll work on them tomorrow, Thursday, and then also possibly Friday. So that'll be the video for Sunday. I'm not going to go out and do any stealth camping at this point. I'm just trying to like knock out as much projects as I can before I leave. So I'm going to be staying here at Dad's this weekend and just trying to get a bunch of projects checked off the list. So if you guys want to see me install the steps, tune in Sunday for that. And hopefully next Wednesday for the live stream, I'll be stepping in and out with some custom electric RV steps. That's the plan. Janet Hall says the cabinets look great. Thank you. I really like them. It really finishes out this wall. It's funny how just a little touch like that, like just adding these little cabinets, makes a huge difference. It doesn't feel bare anymore. I still need to add some decor to the wall though. It still looks like it's still a lot of birch. So I need to add, I'm going to put some photos and stuff down here. Maybe another plant. That'd be cool if I had a plant right here that would like grow up over the window. So I might try to still do a plant. Rick from Australia loves the channel. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate it. Dino, where can we send you stuff? You really can't send me stuff. I'm going to be taking off soon, leaving my dad's place, so I'm not going to have an address all summer. So I appreciate the thought, but I can't accept anything right now. That's one of the Nomad things, you know. I guess if I had like a post box or something, maybe I could receive stuff. But yeah, as of right now, I just can't really receive anything, but I do appreciate the thought. We got Anthony Black in the chat. Big B. You and Nomad Dad have turned the Boxer into a true home. Beautiful. I'd pay top rent to live there. Ooh, top rent payer, Anthony Black. It is a nice box. I really enjoy it. It's feeling good in here. Mike wants to know about the hole in the cabinets over the bed. It's not a hole in the cabinets. I mean, it's an opening. It's, you know, I guess it's kind of a hole. I think I'm going to leave that until next winter just for all the people that need something to look at that's unfinished. I'm going to leave that there for you guys. So every week you can look at it and mention that there's something unfinished. So that'll be there all summer in all my videos. AC Virtue says, what's up, Nomad Brad? What's going on, AC Virtue? I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. So here's the thing. I was going to cook a roast tonight. That was my plan. But I forgot to take it out of the freezer. It's frozen. I put it on the steps outside in the sun to see if I could defrost it. I guess I could probably defrost it in the Instant Pot. The challenge is it's like huge, and so I was gonna have to cut it down. I don't know if I can cut it if it's frozen. Let me check Google really quick. I think you can defrost. Can I defrost? Oh my goodness. Can I defrost a roast in the Instant Pot? I bet you can. What do they tell us? Yes. Oh, you can cook a roast directly from frozen. Good Lord. Yeah, doing so with a thick roast is generally not recommended because the exterior will likely begin to cook. Yeah, that makes sense. It is a big, thick roast. I better not do that. I better not. I'll just have to cook it another time. What else we got here? Do Gov says show the books. I would love to check the books out. Yeah, I'll show you guys what books I got. So I need to get some more. I only got half the bookcase filled. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that. As a little reflection, I got a classic, Catcher in the Rye. I got Prince of Fools, Christopher Paolini, The Fork, the Witch, and I can't read the last part, the something. I got 2 Ranger's Apprentice books. This is his new series, The Royal Ranger. I got this Fablehaven series. Somebody told me that's a good series if you enjoyed Ranger's Apprentice, which I did. So I got 2 books. It's like a 7 or 8 book series. So what I need to do is read. I bought just the first 2. I need to read the first book and figure out if I like it. I'm assuming I will. But if I like the first book, then I'll order the rest of the series. So I have those during the summer while I'm traveling, and that'll probably fill up a good amount of the bookshelf. I also got this book, The Wolf of the North. I kind of was into like medieval Viking stuff. So the Prince of Fools and The Wolf of the North are both like medieval-ish, Viking-ish type books. A couple more Ranger's Apprentice early year books. Also, I got Murtaugh, which is an absolute monster novel. I just have a couple more pages left on book 4. Book 4 of the Inheritance Cycle. Just a couple pages left and that'll be done. And so I'll definitely be enjoying or looking forward to reading Murtaugh, but that's a huge book. I can't believe how large it is. But, you know, I'll have a lot of time to read this summer. I'm going to go get that roast really quick. It's just on the step outside. So this is the roast. It's huge and it's thick. It actually, yeah, it's actually not 2 pieces. It's just one. It's all one piece. So I'm going to have to thaw it and cut it before I can put it in the Instant Pot. Anyway, that's okay. That's okay. I'll just cook it tomorrow. I was going to cook it tonight. That's okay. But what I do have is I have some leftover bone broth. from Sunday's video. Turned out so good, and it's super like thick and gelatinous, which I mean is good. That's what you want out of your bone broth. So I might heat up some of that. Let me just cruise down the chat here. Yeah, Jax, I did. I'm putting a bungee across. You might have missed that, but I mentioned I'm putting a bungee across here and also across this one. Maybe 2 or 3. I bought a bunch of elastic cord, so I'll see how much it needs. But yeah, there's going to be something to retain everything on the shelves. All right, let me cruise the chat here really quick, and then I think I'm going to heat up some bone broth. Yeah, if you have any book recommendations, let me know. I need quite a few more books. The potato is in the chat. Potato's happy. Potato's getting bushy. I didn't show you guys Mr. Potato today. He's man. I just took a shower. My hair is a little bit crazy. When is it not crazy though? That's the important question. He's filling out. Look how big his leaves are getting, and he's like growing. Like look at this. He's like curling out this way, and then look at this guy. It's like a jungle in here. It really is. That guy's getting pretty bushy. That guy's getting bushy. I feel like I need to trim him back or something. But yeah, he's happy. He's thriving in his box truck. So cool. So cool. Oh man, it just looks so much better in here having equal stuff on both sides. The picture is still above the bed. Yeah, the picture is above the bed. You only see it when the bed's down. We add a can of cream of mushroom to the roast and cook it low. And slow, it makes the best gravy. I do have a can of cream of mushroom. I definitely do. What changes are you going to make to the inside of your cab? Nothing this year. I don't have time for that. Maybe next winter. I can't even think about that right now. One thing at a time, man. One thing at a time. What does George say? When are you doing the what? George is freaking out. When are you doing the blank? Bookman recommendations. Anything by David Ed Figgins? I'll have to look that guy up. I never heard of that. I have a bomb Italian roast beef recipe. That sounds good. It's better slow cooked though. Yeah, I hear you. What's the temp? Currently 81 degrees in the box truck, 82 degrees outside. It's supposed to be getting hot. We had a few nice, cool days this week, but it's supposed to be back into high 90s. What is today? Wednesday? This weekend, and then next week it might even be 100, which is way too hot. How much sugar? No sugar. This is just seltzer water. 0 grams of sugar. Ingredients are carbonated water and natural flavors. I know natural flavors aren't the best, but yeah, 0 sugar. No sweetener. It's just seltzer water. A good book is The Long Lost Cabinet Door. Get out of here. Get out of here. Chili says the bone broth is gelatinous from the collagen that were in the bones. The flavor comes from the marrow. Yeah, I'll show you guys the bone broth. It turned out so good. Yeah, Janet Hall says your friend Larry got married yesterday in Vegas, him and Nat. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that Larry got married. Happy for him. Wish him the best. I hope they're together for a long time and it all works out and they have a good relationship. I guess maybe they're going to do homesteading now on that property. He got some off-grid property up. I think it's up by Williams or something, Arizona, I think. Anyway, he got some off-grid property up there, And so that's what his last few videos have been. And so I think they're, I mean, I guess I should have watched his video update about the marriage, but I'm assuming they're going to do homesteading content, or maybe they're going to travel together. I'm not sure, but I can't imagine they're both going to live in his truck camper. That's pretty tight. Maybe they'll travel together with their own rigs. I don't know, but I'm happy for him. Marcus Allen, how much did you sell your box truck for today? I can't sell my box truck. I need it to make videos, which makes me money. I can't sell this thing. There's no way. Oh, when are you going to do the shower? Next year, George. Next winter. Doing the shower next winter. I don't know why anybody cares if I have a shower. You're not living in here with me. You're not living in here with me. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Oh, Paul Beckford is here from Jamaica. Jamaica in the house. Happy to be here. By the way, Mr. Potato is looking great. Yes, Mr. Potato is happy. I think I need to put one over here. Get a little holder and train him up and over. That would kind of fill in this spot above the window. Oop. My camera freeze? Did everything freeze? What's happening? Hello? That was strange. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. What's going on here? This camera's zoomed in. Let me see if I can zoom it out. Well, that's that. What's the zoom thing? Is it this? Hold on. Let's see. I think I can do this. Oh, look at that. Woo! All right, let me, this is the OBS bot camera. Let me reboot the other camera. For some reason, it froze. We'll try it again here. That's the wonders of technology. Let's see, Pocket 3. Pocket 3, Pocket 3. It looks like it's good. Let's try it again. There it is. We got it. Pocket 3, OBS bot. I'll show you guys this bone broth. It's crazy thick. Let me switch over cameras here. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, so I think I made some last night and I added a little bit of water to it, but it's so gelatinous. I think I could add even more water and it's still gonna, still gonna be fine. I don't know if you guys can see this. Look at that. It's like Jello. Right? So that's good. That's what you want. That's all the collagen and it smells so delicious. I'm going to heat some up. That'll be my part of my dinner tonight. I was going to do the beef, but it's way frozen. What else? I think I'm kind of low on groceries. What else am I going to eat today? I got eggs. I got all those veggies I was going to do with the roast. I'll also have to do that tomorrow. Dude, I don't really have a lot else. Thunderbird, not a fan of bone broth. What do you guys think about that? What do we got? Brian Grant, book recommendation with yourself. How many per of each clothing item do you keep on you? That's a good question. I have quite a bit so that I don't have to do laundry often. So I have like 2 weeks worth of pretty much everything. So like socks, I'm sure I have at least 10 pairs of socks. I have probably 15 underwear. I have about 4 pairs of pants, 4 pairs of shorts, and then I have a ton of black t-shirts. I'm sure I have at least 10 black t-shirts, but that's pretty much it. I have like 3 hooded sweatshirts and 1 warm coat and then 1 raincoat. That's pretty much it though. It's nice. It's simple. You know, it's enough stuff that I can go like 2 weeks without doing laundry, which is nice. Even longer. I could even go longer if I wanted to, you know. And I have a simple wardrobe, so I don't have to, you know, I just grab a t-shirt, grab a pair of underwear. I don't have to look at it, or there's no picking anything out. It's all pretty much the same. So I kind of like that. I know some people will probably find that boring, but I kind of like just having things simple like that. It works for me. It's not for everybody, but it works for me. So I'm gonna put. I wonder if I could make something. What would you make to eat with the bone broth? Like, should I make like some rice or something? I'm trying to turn this bone broth into a meal, basically. I'm trying to cheat here a little bit. I guess. I mean, I have cans of soup, but like, I already have bone broth. I don't need cans of soup. I have a few potatoes left, but I was gonna save those for the roast, though. It's not really enough to make like French fries with. I'll have to think about that. I need something to eat with that bone broth. I don't have a lot of food. Let's see. Let me check on the chat here. Watching from the Philippines, Pam. Happy to have you here. Thank you so much. Brandon Sanderson books. I'll have to check him out. You should use the bone broth when you do the roast with the cream of mushroom soup. That sounds good. That would be a good name for a potato plant. Seymour feed me. Oh, I got a super chat from Melody Hart. Thank you so much, Melody. I appreciate the support. I appreciate it. Keeps the wheels turning. What do we got? What do we got? Still think you need a microwave. No microwave. I got the Wonder Oven. Chili says try Spindrift. That uses fresh squeezed juice in the seltzer water. That sounds good. I'll have to try that out. You need more orange? That's got to be a joke. Lentils, veggies. Lloyd Greaves says, I own way too many shirts. Will you ever buy a portable washer? Absolutely not. Never. I will never have a portable washer and dryer. I can promise you. Francesca's here. Hello, Francesca. Happy to have you. Yeah, you gotta have a carport in Arizona. The sun is so brutal. It just eats paint and clear coat. Plastic is the worst. Like, a lot of the new cars have a ton of plastic on them, and the sun and the heat just like destroys the plastic. So if you care about your vehicle, you want it to last a long time, it's definitely a good idea to put it in a carport, 100%. Rice is good. Yes, I might just make some rice. Vegetable stir fry. I have carrots. I actually, technically, I don't need the carrots and the celery for the roast. Like, I can just do the roast with, like, onions. So I could eat the carrots and celery tonight. What would I do with them? Stir fry them? I don't know how to do stir fry. I guess I just fry it in a pan, right? Toss it with some oil or something. Stir fry? I think I'll make some rice. Rice is pretty easy. I'll make some rice. Yeah. Brian Grant says rice would be wonderful with bone broth. I know I've had some Asian dishes before where Asian soup, I should say, where they actually put rice in the soup, which is it was kind of delicious. Where's my rice at? I gotta find it. I gotta reorganize. Oh, here it is. I gotta reorganize. We got the rice. We got the measuring cups, the fancy new measuring cups. Let's see. Here's a 1 cup. A 1 cup measuring cup. Let's go, dude. All right, we're gonna make some rice. I'm hungry. I'll need the Instant Pot, yes. Slide this down here. We'll do 1 cup. We'll just do 1 cup rice. Let's see. Let me move this. Bam. All right, so I need 1 cup brown rice. Ooh, and I have the strainer now. We got that last week, so now I can properly rinse this stuff out. Let's go. Yeah. I guess that's pretty close to a cup, but I could add a little more. Ooh, oh no. Now I gotta vacuum. There's rice all over the floor. All right, here we go. Strainer. I'm gonna rinse this bad mamma jamma. So I got this little mesh strainer I got it last Saturday at Home Goods. Worked out pretty nice. Was able to use it. Well, that doesn't even hold a full cup of rice. Oh my goodness. I'm surprised. I thought it would. I'm not even close. It's like a half a cup, third of a cup. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, let me grab the Instant Pot here. There we go. I gotta tell you, the rice I made last time turned out perfect. For some reason, the brown rice with 1 cup of water was like just the perfect consistency. Not too wet, not too dry. It wasn't gooey. The thing I don't like about white rice for some reason is sometimes when I make it, it gets like really gooey, like starchy. I don't know. I'm sure I'm just not making it correctly, but that's something that I've come across. It's just not that enjoyable. So but the brown was really good last time, so I'm looking forward to some more of that. I guess I could put, you know what? Maybe I could chop up the carrots and celery and put it in with the rice and make like a little fried rice. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I could try that. That sounds kind of like a good idea. Should I cook the veggies separate? I like things to be simple. You know what I'm saying? Can I just throw like some chopped up carrots in there? Will that work? Trey Messiah says, which is the most convenient, box truck, vans, or RVs for this lifestyle? It depends on your definition of convenience. An RV is going to be the most convenient in the sense that it has all the stuff all ready to go, and it has like, a real shower. You're not going to get like a real shower in a van, like in a Sprinter or something. I mean, some of them have showers, but it ain't really a real shower. Vans are definitely going to be more convenient to drive because they're just physically smaller. They'll be easier to park, easier to drive. So, it's going to be different for everybody, right? All right, I'm gonna see what you guys have to say here. What do we got going on? Sorry, guys, I'm just reading through the chat. What do we got? I hate rice, potatoes only, dirty rice. What do we got? What do we got? Hello from Oregon. Use basmati rice. It doesn't get sticky. That's good to know. Dirty rice has ground beef in it. Rice is high carbs. No, toss it all in together, cooked. Yeah, I just like to keep things simple. You know what I'm saying? Add some of your new seasoning. Ooh, that sounds good. Okay, all right, we're going for it, guys. We're going for it. Sometimes I get too caught up in like worrying about what the proper, the proper way is to do stuff, but I got to get back. Nomad Brad's got to get back to his roots of just winging it. Just making stuff happen, dude. That's what we're doing. We're just making stuff happen tonight. So we're just gonna try this out. We're gonna throw some veggies in with the rice. We're gonna throw caution to the wind. And I'm sure it'll turn out delicioso. All right, what do we got? We got some celery. I already washed these veggies, by the way. Last week when I was doing the bone broth. Okay, I'm just gonna chop the end off. I'm just gonna dice up really small some celery. Celery is kind of a weird thing to put in rice. I've definitely had peas and carrots in rice, and probably green beans, but I don't think I've ever had celery in rice. That's a little weird, but we're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway and just see what happens. Just make a go out of it. Okay. All right. So these celery pieces are trash. We're gonna throw these in the bag. And so this celery here, boop, this is going into the Instant Pot. Like this. There we go. And then we'll do carrot. I'm going to try to chop it up pretty small. I guess it'll probably basically turn out just like steamed vegetables is kind of what I'm thinking. As far as the consistency on the carrots. But that'll still be good. They might have like a light. They probably won't be crunchy, but they definitely shouldn't be mushy, so that's kind of the main concern. We don't want mushy carrots. We don't want them mushy. All right, we're going. We're chopping the carrot. What else should I put in the rice? Some seasoning. I'll tell you guys what seasonings I got, and we'll see what sounds good. So keep in mind, it's gonna be paired with some bone broth. We're gonna pair the vegetable rice with bone broth. Let me see what I have. I have garlic and onion, and I have roasted garlic, rosemary, and sea salt. I have herbes de Provence. And I have smoked paprika, garlic, chili, and chives. I think that's it. Yeah. This is the same thing. It's just, this is a new one that's not opened. So that's what we got. Smoked, maybe, let's see. Maybe you guys want to see. These are the seasonings we got. Let me know if you think one of these sounds good in the rice. We got smoked paprika, garlic, chili, and chives on the left. Roasted garlic, rosemary, and sea salt. Garlic and onion, and then herbes de Provence. Those are the options to go in with the rice and the carrots and the celery. Now I'm kind of wondering if I should make a bigger batch of rice. This is sounding kind of delicious. And not only is it sounding delicious, but I have, you know, I have enough ingredients that I could make it happen. I guess that's zoomed in too much. It's too much. All right, let me guys know. You guys let me know which of those spices would be good with the rice. I'm curious. Two fat pinches of salt. Woo! Woo! Oh, we got e-bike van life in the chat. Have you been running your mini split overnight? How's it been doing so far? Absolutely, yes. Yes, so it hasn't been, let me just stand over here. It hasn't been really hot this week, but a couple weeks ago it was hot and I ran my mini split overnight. So it's really no problem. I mean, the nice thing about being like in Arizona is there's low humidity. So at nighttime, once the sun goes down, the air temperature cools pretty nicely. So I keep the AC just set to whatever, maybe like 78 or something while I'm trying to sleep, keep it cooler. Which I know for a lot of people 78 sounds hot, but in the box truck 78 is like, it's on the cool side a little bit. Anyway, yeah, so I'll just have it set. It kicks on and off throughout the night. Do you have a specific question about it? It works great. I mean, the insulation in the box definitely helps out, I think. It's the 12,000 BTU air conditioner, so it's really powerful. It cools the whole box down in like 10 minutes. And then, yeah, it just kicks on and off throughout the night, and it does a good job. Super happy with it. And usually when I wake up, man, I got a nose hair that's like curling out and poking me. So usually when I wake up in the morning after a typical night in the box truck where I'm like laying in bed, watching TV, watching YouTube, maybe a little gaming, and then I'm running the AC overnight, doing some cooking, just kind of like normal living stuff. Usually by the time I wake up, my battery is somewhere in like the 50% range. So pretty good to, wake up and I got a 50% battery. And then as long as it's sunny outside, I have a full charge, by like noon, maybe 1 o'clock. So it's pretty sweet. I'm pretty happy with it. It's been working out good. What do we got? Brian says use the new garlic seasoning. Throw in some Mr. Potato leaves. I've heard the potato leaves are edible. I've heard they're edible. Let's bring it back out. Someone was asking about the upper cabinets. There they are right there. Leaving 2 of them open. This one I'm leaving open for books. This one here I'm leaving open for other stuff. Got one in the middle with the cabinet door on it. But it's nice to finally have equal cabinetry on both walls. It looks good. And then I added a strip of lights underneath all the way around. So we got some accent lighting. Okay, what do we say? I need to know about these sauces so I can make this rice. Paprika, all the seasonings, that sounds dangerous. That sounds very dangerous. Garlic and onion, smoked paprika, garlic and onion, garlic and onion, garlic and onion, garlic. Okay, garlic and onion has won by a landslide, so that's what we're going to do. Okay, garlic and onion is right here. So this is the winner chicken dinner. We're going to use this. And I'm debating doing another cup of rice. I guess I won't. I can always make more later. I'm just going to stick to one. So now the question is, how much of this should we put in? 1 cup of rice. We cut up 1 small carrot, 2 small celery sticks. How much paprika should we use, or how much garlic and onion should we use? And I have actual measuring cups. Actual measuring cups from one of you wonderful subscribers sent these in to me. So that's the question now. How much garlic and onion? Help a brother out. Help a brother out. Yes, Olivia, hello. I got beef bouillon. I used it on the bone broth. It was quite delicious. It was a good recommendation, and I threw out my chicken broth because it's very old, and I never refrigerated it. I mean, it still smelled fine, and the reality is, I think there's a lot of salt in that stuff, so I think it probably would have been fine, but I just threw it out. I don't have room for two seasonings or two bouillons, so I'll just stick to the beef. I don't really cook chicken anyway. I'm a fan of beef, not really chicken. Okay, how much seasoning? Oh, that smells so good. It's really colorful too. Even though it says garlic and onion, there's a bunch of other stuff in there. What does it say? Garlic, salt, onion, red bell pepper, carrot, turmeric, parsley, black pepper, coriander, oregano, cumin, sage, chives. There's a lot going on in here. All right, how much do we use? How much? How much? Start with 1 teaspoon and add more later. Cooking with curls. Start with 1 teaspoon. Half a cup. Sounds like a booby trap. I think Jax is trying to booby trap me. 1 teaspoon, 1 teaspoon. Yeah, I think 1 teaspoon. All right. Someone said Larry's in the house. Is Larry here? If Larry's here, congratulations, Larry, on your marriage. I didn't see that coming. But good on you, man. I hope it works out long term. I hope you guys are together forever. A teaspoon is not enough. It must be a tablespoon, right? A teaspoon? It looks so tiny. A teaspoon? How much salt is in this? Salt is the second ingredient. A teaspoon seems so tiny. I'm doing 2 teaspoons. I'm calling it audible. I'm doing 2 teaspoons. That just one looks so small. All right, here we go. 2 teaspoons of the garlic and onion. We got it all in there, mixed up. We got the rice, we got the carrots, we got the celery, we got the spices. Now I need to add a cup of water, and we will be in business. Woo. Here it goes. Nice. I wonder if I should put in a little more water because I added the other stuff, like the carrots and the celery. I mean, the carrots and the celery have water in them, though. Dang, I don't know what to do. Should I put in a little extra water? The typical ratio for rice and veggies is 1:1. I'm sorry, not veggies, just for rice is 1:1. What do we got? Tablespoon. A pinch, teaspoon. We did 2 teaspoons. No more water. Okay, everyone says no water. Okay, appreciate you guys. So we're going to throw this in to the Instant Pot. And we'll put the lid on. It looks good. It looks like a soup. You know what? I'm going to need the Instant Pot to heat up that bone broth also. Okay. Let's see here. I'm trying to remember how long I cooked it for last time. 3 minutes. 5 minutes. I'm gonna go 3. It turned out perfect. I should go back and watch that video. We'll go 3 minutes. I should go back and watch that video and see what the cook time was because that turned out fantastic. Okay, so let's clean this up. The Instant Pot is on. So we got 3 minutes of cook time, but then we have like 5 minutes of natural release, and then we have probably 5 to 10 minutes for it to come up to temperature. So we still got a pretty good amount of time until we can actually eat it. Where is... Oh, I did put it back on. Okay. All right. I'm going to put away the celery and the carrots back into the fridge so they can chillax. Stay cold in the fridge. There we go. All right. We got our measuring cup. All right, we're cooking. We are cooking. How you guys doing? How you guys doing here in the chat? Did E-Bike Van Life have a specific question on that mini split? Tiny bit of olive oil. Oh, it's too late for that. That's a good idea, though. I like that, olive oil. Can you show me the handwritten list? Is the handwritten list on the list? Handwritten list is definitely on the list, my friend. Definitely on the list. Need some beans. Rice and beans. Just scrolling through the chat. Tiny house is looking so comfy. You've done a great job, sweet little home. Thank you. I'm loving it in here. It's finally looking good. Looking good. Podcast Van is here. Hello, Podcast Van. What's going on? What's going on? Okay, Janet says I did 3 minutes last time. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, 3 minutes. It should turn out perfect again. I'm excited. I'm burpy from the water. I'm excited. You're going to need the AC this week. High 9. Yeah, it's going to be hot here. I mean, I have the AC on right now. I ran it today because after I was done working on the cabinets and gluing everything in place, it was hot. So I turned the AC on. It's running right now. I'll definitely need it this week. It's going to be extra hot. Maybe even 100 degrees, which is crazy. So if we end up having a hot early summer here in Yuma, then I will be happy to be on the road. Get the heck out of here. I'm not trying to sit in my box truck in 100-degree weather. The thing with, the thing about being a nomad, living in your vehicle, is you really want to try to live somewhere where there's like good activities. Whether they be indoor or outdoor. Like for me, I'm an outdoor person, so I want to be, where there's lakes and rivers and hiking and stuff to explore. But if you're an indoor person, that's fine. You want to be in an area that has indoor activities because when it's super hot or super cold, in the wintertime, it's super cold, you don't want to be stuck inside all the time. Because it's a wonderful living space, but it is a small space. And the reality is you don't want to, be cooped up in here for like days at a time with nothing, that's a little crazy, right? You get cabin fever or something. So you do want to try to be somewhere where there's, you know, there's some action going on. You can find something to do. Something fun, something enjoyable. You don't want to be all cooped up in here. Just hiding out from the heat and the cold. All right, so we got, oh, I was going to chop up some onion. I forgot. That's okay. We don't need onion in that. So we got the rice going. So I want to heat up this bone broth, but the Instant Pot was the main thing for the bone broth. I don't really have like a little pot, like for heating on the stove. I don't have a little pot. All I have is my big skillet. I mean, I could put it in a cup in the Wonder Oven, but that's a little weird. I guess I'll just wait. I'll just wait till the rice is done. We'll just eat it one thing at a time, man. We ain't worried about it. We ain't worried about it. I got the tea kettle. Ooh, what if I put my... What if I put my bone broth in the tea kettle? Is that crazy? Tell me I'm crazy. Tell me I'm crazy to put my bone broth in the tea kettle to heat it up. Oh. Oh yeah, e-bike van life. If you need work done, he's your guy. He's the guy, man. He's over in San Diego. You can go visit him, get your work done. Cola Bichelle. I didn't see your question. I missed it. I was busy cooking. What, you got an electrical question? But yeah, if you're looking to hire me for something, I'm not taking jobs right now. I'm building out this box truck, and then once it's done, I'm going to be traveling this summer. After 9 months of just building this box truck, you know, constantly, and not really being able to travel much, I'm going to go travel this summer and enjoy myself. So I will not be available for any jobs. All right, what do we think on the tea kettle? How crazy is that? You're supposed to cook it with the rice? Oh, no, I want to eat it separate. I mean, I guess I could have put it in with the rice. That probably would have been the smart thing to do. Ah, is that the thing to do? It's already got up to temperature, though. Ah. Oh. Oh, well. Put it in one of the pans in the Wonder Oven. No tea kettle. You're not crazy. Crazy. Sounds like a good idea. I think I'm going to try it. Don't do it. You're crazy. I think I'm going to do it. Use the tea. John C says use the tea kettle. I'm going to try it. Why not? Who cares? Life's short. Heat up bone broth in your tea kettle. I'm going to try it out. I mean, I can clean it if I need to afterwards. Okay, so I have a little water in here that I used for my coffee. So, but I also want to leave a little water in because we want to add some water to the bone broth for sure. It's a little thick. Okay. All right. We're doing it. We're doing it. You're going to see me heat up bone broth in a tea kettle. Because why not? Because why not? Okay. Let me get a spoon. So I want to try to just spoon it right down inside. You know what? Yeah, there's no filter or anything on here, so it should come out just fine. This might be genius. I don't know. It might be crazy. It might be genius. But it's definitely probably the fastest way to heat up bone broth. Ooh, doggy. So I'm going to do like half of this container. We are using unconventional methods to create this food tonight. And I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'll tell you that right now. Feeling pretty good about it. Getting all the stuff off the sides. Nice, the rice just finished. That was its 3-minute cook time. Okay, I'm gonna call that good. So tasty. Okay, there's no going back now. We have committed. We have committed to the bone broth in the tea kettle. Does that mean that I should, you know what I should probably do is I should probably stop it though before it gets like starts getting super boily, because I don't want to have like bone broth steam like shooting out all over the place, you know what I'm saying? Okay. It's on, we got the tea kettle on level 8. Level 8, which will give us a nice boil. And I'm going to try to pull it, like once you can hear the water inside kind of boiling, but I definitely want to pull it before the steam goes off. Because I don't want bone broth steam spewing out everywhere. So we got that. Here's a cup. Let me rinse this out. We'll pour it into the cup. I think we might have a pretty good little dinner going here. We got our bootleg vegetable rice, and then we got our bone broth. In the tea kettle bone broth. Oh, you know what's funny? I'll tell you guys a little story. So in my, let's see, I was in my very first van in like 2018, and that's when I first met up with Isaac Turner. Isaac Turner, at the time, he was dating this girl named Julie, and then his friend Jordan, who is the guy that organizes Northwest Nomads. So all of us went hiking this mountain in Oregon called Broken Top. The mountain's called Broken Top. So we hiked it. It's an overnight hike. So you hike up, you camp at a plateau. The next morning you go up to the peak and then you hike down. So we stayed the night. We brought in it was summertime, but it was high elevation. So it was cold at the top of the mountain. So we brought all of our winter clothes. We brought a tent, a little cooking stove, to like make some food. And Isaac's girlfriend at the time, Julie, was in charge of bringing the food and some of the kitchen things. And she forgot the main bag that all the food and the cooking stuff was in. She forgot it somehow. Out of all the things, she forgot the food and the cooking stuff. And we didn't know that until after we already pitched the tent and we're basically getting ready to make dinner. Now, Nomad Brad don't trust nobody when it comes to that kind of hiking and living. So I had my own snacks. I was okay. But the only thing we had to eat that was like a meal is we had 2 bags of instant mashed potatoes, like the hiking potatoes where you just it's like a single serving. So we had 2 bags of potatoes, and we had a propane cooktop and a tea kettle. We had a tea kettle. And so we actually poured the 2 bags of mashed potatoes into the tea kettle and added water, and then we boiled them up on the propane stove. And that night, we literally passed around the tea kettle and ate mashed potatoes out of it. And so I've actually eaten food out of a tea kettle before. This is not my first rodeo. And that was pretty funny. It was kind of crazy that she forgot the stuff, but it was actually, it was a fun time, and makes for kind of a crazy story. So if you ever go on an overnight hike on the mountains, do not trust somebody else to bring the food. You always got to you always got to take care of yourself. Oh, there it is. Ooh, we got a rolling boil. All right, let's see how we did. Let's see how we did. Let me zoom out here. Okay, so this is bone broth. I might have put in too much water. It looks a little light. Ooh, it's got a nice, you can see the collagen on top. What does it look like inside? Oops, sorry, it's all steamy. Yeah, it's totally clear inside. So I think the heat just kind of made it look a little bit thin. Now I wonder if my coffee, when I make it tomorrow morning, if it's gonna taste like bone broth. Let's try this out, see how it tastes. I might have used too much water. I might have watered it down too much. It smells good still. Oh, that is so hot. Oh, that is so hot. It's good though. So this bone broth, when I made it, I used the beef bouillon, the Better Than bouillon, and it has a really interesting, a good flavor. It's almost a little bit spicy, but it's really, really tasty. I really enjoy it. What else did I do in this? I put in a bunch of other random seasonings. Overall, just all the concoction of flavors going on turned out really good. Whew. So there it is. You saw it here, folks. It is 100% acceptable to reheat your bone broth in a tea kettle. No tea kettles were harmed in the filming of this video. Which Isaac? Yeah, Isaac Turner. He's a YouTuber. He does, I think his channel is just called Isaac Turner. He did schoolie builds for a while. And he makes music. Yeah, John C. just dropped the video in the chat. Thank you so much, John C. I appreciate you. If you watch this video, I think there's footage of us eating mashed potatoes out of the tea kettle. I think it's in the video. Anyway, it was a fun time. That was like my beginning days of van life. Some of the best memories I have are from the early days. You know, it's like no matter what, whenever you're doing something, like you're entering a new chapter of your life, it's always the very start of it that's kind of the most enjoyable and that you get the best memories from. And I think part of that is because, you know, you're just brand new. So you don't know, you're figuring stuff out, you're struggling a little bit, you're having a bunch of, you know, fun adventures. And so it's always the beginning that's like the most fun. Now I still enjoy van life, living in vehicles, traveling and stuff, but nothing compares to that brand new feeling, that new car smell, that fresh, brand new baby experience. Such a good time. Bone broth is supposed to be very healthy. Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. Michelle says her phone's at 15%. Patty says, I had a similar experience bringing a tent. Instead, the guy brought a tarp and the weather was really cold. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it was crazy up there. So when we were all camped up at the top of this mountain, it's called Broken Top because like the whole top is just sheared off this mountain. But we were basically camped right on the edge of this plateau overlooking you know, the valley and like our whole trek up the mountain. And so, you know, we've never been camping like this before where you're like hiking in. And I've only camped like in campgrounds, you know what I mean? I've never camped like in the wild. And so we were standing on the edge of this cliff basically looking down, and we were like, "Oh, this is a beautiful view. We should put the tent here so we can like watch the sunset and then wake up and see the sunrise and take pictures." Oh, I just lost that camera. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, so we put the tent right on the edge of this like cliff face, and what we didn't understand was it got super windy up there. Basically, the wind rolls through this canyon and it goes right up the mountain, and then because there's a plateau, the wind like breaks over this mountain and just blasts. And so we had our tent right on the edge of this cliff, and all night the wind was howling and it was literally pushing the tent in. And me and Isaac and Julie and Jordan, none of us brought like, we didn't have sleeping bags because we're all van lifers, right? So we just had like our van bedding. So I had like just some blankets, and they had, you know, just regular bed blankets. I did have like a hoodie on and some other cold weather clothes, but we were still a little bit chilly at night, and it was super windy, so the tent was like flexing in. So all night there was four of us, and we were all just sleeping like side by side because it was a small tent. It was like a two-man tent. I think it was Isaac and Julie's tent. So the tent was way undersized. So we're sleeping like sardines, like side by side, and it's super windy. So the whole tent is like flexing in, and we're just laying here, and the whole tent is like bah, 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 just all night. And I remember, you know, we're laying trying to sleep, and I forget if it was Isaac or Jordan, but somebody got like hit in the face with the tent because one of the fiberglass rods like collapsed, and so like hit somebody in the face. And it was crazy. It was a pretty extreme experience, and it was fun, and I'm glad I did it. But that's why I don't like sleeping in tents, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll sleep in my box truck. No wind problem, no temperature issues. I can heat up bone broth in my tea kettle. I got all the conveniences. It was a crazy night. Cozy07 says, because of you, I now notice box trucks everywhere I go. Well, you're welcome. You are welcome. Can't wait to see you finish the clothing closet. Yeah, so here's some plans. The last few projects we're going to do on the box truck. Tomorrow I'm going to do the steps outside. That'll probably be a 2-day project. Me and Dad got to make like some custom brackets, do some wiring. So I'm thinking the steps will be 2 days. And then after the steps are done, the only thing I have left to do inside is the closet right behind you guys. I'm going to put in a clothes closet, and I'm going to cut a slide into the wet bath for the toilet. So I want to be able to slide the toilet out of the way. But that's it. I'm not going to have time to do the window. I don't have time. I'll have to do it next winter. So that's pretty much it. We just have 2 more interior projects, closet and toilet. And we will be ready to hit the road. I have a couple other little things I got to do on the outside. I bought new headlights. I got LED headlights. So I got to do a headlight change and a couple other little this and that. But basically, the big projects are done. It's been a long journey. The box truck is 16 feet. Yes, it is. Ooh, the rice is ready. The rice is ready. Let's go. Let's go, dude. Oh, it looks good. Smells good. Let me Let me fluff it up a little bit, and I'll show you guys what we're working with. It looks good. It's not gooey at all. It looks really good. The ratio of like carrot to celery looks really good as well. So there it is. We got the rice, the carrots, the celery. It's looking good. Let's scoop it out into the bowl here. See how, test our creation. I gotta say though, I do have a ton of bone broth left. I'm just gonna pour it in the rice. I got so much left. Guys, what is happening tonight? This is the craziest. This is the craziest cooking I've ever done in this box truck. What the heck is going on? I'm losing it. I'm losing it, guys. Nomad Brad going crazy. Nomad Brad's going crazy. That rice is so good. All right, so first thing, we got to put the rice right away into a Tupperware. Otherwise, it'll get all weird and crunchy and sticky, and I don't want to have to... when I'm living in a vehicle, I don't want to have to waste water on like soaking pots and pans, right? So if you transfer the stuff out right away and then rinse it real quick, then you don't have to worry about all that shenanigans. All right, there we go. Try the rice again. I just poured a bunch of bone broth in here. What are you gonna do about it? Check that out. Now I need a spoon instead of a fork. We got a spoon right here. Let me try just some rice by itself. I didn't even do that. Here it is, just the rice by itself. We got to see if that 2 teaspoons of seasoning was a good choice. Yeah, good. Not overpowering. Definitely not too much. Definitely not too much seasoning. Worked out pretty good. All right, let me wipe this really quick. Get the rice bits out, and then I'll put some water in it, and we'll check the chat. See what's going on. What's going on? Box truck is feeling cozy. Feeling cozy. The sticker wall really pops by having those lights above it. It looks cool. Looks really cool. All right. So we just swish around a little rice in here, or a little water in here. Get all the bits. Get all the bits covered. There we go. All right. All right, it's time to eat. I'm a hungry, hungry hippo. I guess that's a good angle. You guys can still see everything. It looks good. It looks bright and crispy. That camera looks like... I fussed with the settings. I think I got it to 4K. Talk to us about your coffee in the morning. Oh, that reminds me. I should rinse out that tea kettle. There's a little bone broth left. Before it gets... I'll just pour it in here with the rice. Before it gets weird. And I think I should pour some like through the spout. I guess even if my coffee gets a little bone broth flavor, that's not like, you know, that's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. You know what I'm saying. All right, I got to crank the AC down. It actually got a little bit hot from all the cooking. all the heat that's been released. Wipe this guy out. Add cucumber salad and you're good. I know, I'm out of cucumbers. I ate my last one last night. Ate my last one last night. Talk to us about your, yeah. Just make some bone broth flavored coffee. I know, right? All right, that's pretty good. That'll be good enough. We don't mind a little bone broth flavor in the coffee. We ain't worried about it. We ain't worried about it. Oh, what else we got? Jack Smart says the steam release is quicker in a small Instant Pot. Yeah, it makes sense because it's less, you know, there's less steam to accumulate in a smaller surface area, smaller volume. Cozy07 says, I didn't realize you got a YouTube plaque. I sure did, man. 100K subs gets you the silver plaque. I'm grateful to all you guys for supporting, subscribing, sharing the content. Jaffe God says, I like the Gears of War sticker. I have one of those from a long time ago. Yeah, the old Gears sticker. It's pretty cool. I like it. I think I had another one too, like a big skull head. But yeah, Gears was such a good game. Me and my buddy used to play Horde all the time, just all night. Just play Horde, see how high we could get. How high in the level? How high in the levels we could get. What about the other bench against the Murphy bed? It's coming next winter. I don't have time. I have to leave Yuma in 4 weeks. All I'm gonna have time for is the toilet slide and the closet. That's it, and a couple other outdoor projects. I can't do anything else. Also, the bench against the bed is that is not a priority. I did order the cushion though because I wanted to make sure I could get the same orange fabric. So I did order the other cushion. I have it. I just got to build the bench for it. Laura says, are you in your 40s? Yes, I am exactly 40 years old. I will be 41 years old this August. Do you have a surge protector for your shore power? I do not. But also I really don't use the shore power like at all. It's like a super emergency thing. Unfiltered Minds says, I'm so glad I found your channel. It's hours worth of entertainment just playing catch up today. As I can see, I see an entire new build. Effing sweet. Heck yeah, man. Brand new build. If you go back far enough, I've lived in 5 different vehicles. Yeah, the Instant Pot is awesome, Brian. You should definitely get one. I love it. Especially if you're like a bachelor. It's just so easy. Lloyd says, Brad made me so hungry, I just ate an ice cream sandwich. Lloyd, you're supposed to eat something healthy. You have to suffer with me, man. What about the YouTube sign? right here. This one. Boop, boop, boop. I threw it up on the wall. We got it. We got it on the wall right above my It's on the List plaque, which was made for me by subscriber Stefan. Did you say you use Canva for editing? No, I'm using CapCut. I use CapCut for editing video. Everything is manual. The GPS shots, I'm literally screen recording my iPhone with Google Maps running, and then I'm manually overlaying that video on top of the other video. It's all manual. It takes time, man. It's not easy. Bookshelf came out great. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot. Enjoying it a lot. Melody Hearts craving rice now. We got a super chat from Horology Slop. Brad, I've been watching you for a few months and I've noticed, is that a brew watch you wear? I'm a watch guy with a watch YouTube channel. You got good eyes, my man. Yeah, it's the brew. It's the brew Supermetric in burnt orange. There it is. I love it. It's super comfortable. The bracelet is awesome. It's really comfortable. It's kind of unique. It's got a bit of like a vintage look to it. Super happy with it. So before this watch, back when I was like in my late 20s, I exclusively wore Nixon watches. I just thought they were really cool. And my favorite model was the Banks, the Nixon Banks. It was a 4220, 42 millimeter bezel. I think the 20 is referring to the band, 20 millimeter band. But that was, I've worn a lot of watches in my days, and that was the most comfortable watch I have ever worn, the Nixon Banks. And so that's why I got the Brew. They don't make the Banks anymore, although they did just do a re-release of the Banks, but I don't like the colorway. It's like kind of just a bland stainless. I always had like the cool color variations. Anyway, the Nixon Banks was the most comfortable watch I've ever worn. So I got the Brew Metric because it's similar specifications. The bezel's a little bit smaller. I think it's like a 38 rather than a 42, but it's a square face. It's, I don't know, it's similar. And it's very, very comfortable. I'm very happy with it. It was a good watch. Nomad Brad is about cooking good food and spreading the munchies. You know it. Olivia sent you an email. Just FYI, have something to send you but can't find a dropship option. Yeah, I don't think I have my Amazon thing, like public. But if you want to send me something, I mean, you got to email me and tell me what it is. I can't just accept anything. Space is limited. I got to know what it is. Jonathan Romes says, you're right. Video editing takes so much time. It does. It takes me a full day. It takes me basically a full day to edit each video, but I split it up over 2 days because I can't sit in front of a computer for 8 hours a day. Can't do it. So I'll edit for like 4 hours on one day and then like 4 hours on another day. And that's to put together like, you know, a 30-minute video, right? Like 8 hours of editing for a 30-minute video. And then, you know, the filming process. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but I enjoy it. I enjoy it. You guys want It's on the List merch? Do you wish you had a 12 volt installed? What does that mean? 12 volt what? A 12 volt what? Just showing up and look at those upper cabinets. Sweet. Yes, sir, Stuart. We got it. We got one in the middle with the door on it. We got the bookshelf on the back, and then the front one is also an open shelf. So I won't put books in it. I don't have that many books, but I'll put something up there. I'm not sure what, but I kind of like the idea of having it open. It just kind of breaks it up a little bit. I didn't want to have a full, wall of just upper cabinets with doors on them. I thought it might look a little crazy, and I think it looks good, just how it is. Yeah, I was born in '85. Definitely an '80s baby. You should get an adventure cat. No, I'm a dog person. I'm gonna get a dog for sure this year. 100%, I'm getting a dog. I don't like cats. Just personally, just my thing. I don't like cats. Nomad life is good stuff. I've done it a few times. You're right. It is. It's good. It's very humbling. It sure is. Yeah, it's very humbling. It's very humbling in a good way. Tay's Two Wheels says looks completely different than last live. Yup. Yeah, having this whole side with the upper cabinet, it's a game changer. How are you using AI in your editing? I don't use AI at all. I don't. I mean, unless I don't know I'm using it, right? Like if I ask Google a question, I mean, Google might be using AI. I have no idea. But I don't use AI on purpose. Does your blind have a cover? My blind? I know what you're talking about. Oof. Got a little bone broth sticky on the countertop. All right. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up for tonight. We did almost 2 hours here in the Nomad Brad box truck. Let me take you guys off your perch. I'll show you the cabinets one more time. For those of you that came late, those of you that missed out on the beginning, you can go back and rewatch the live stream, or I'll show you right now. Previously, this was the end of the upper cabinets, and the side cabinet was open. People were freaking out because they could see a hole in the end of it. I told them, don't worry about it. We're going to fill it in. And that's what we did. We filled it in. Now it's a bookshelf up top. I got it about half full of books. I need to order some more books. Over here, we got one cabinet with the door. Same knob as the rest of the upper cabinets. And then here on the left, we got another open shelf. I'm going to figure out something to put in there. I'm also going to put shock cord across the front to close in this one and that one. Not to completely close it in, to provide some holding force to keep books and things from falling out. Also, the shelf, this lip comes up about 1 inch above the bottom of the shelf. So there is a 1-inch lip all the way across the bottom of both shelves to also help retain the stuff. We put the blue trim on it. Look at that. Additionally, I added LED strip lights under the cabinet. Watch, I'll turn them off and you guys will notice. Boom. So that's what the box truck looked like with only the upper lights on, which are pretty harsh. And I can just hit the remote, turn them on, and it's warm white. There's also cool white. So if I want the under cabinet lighting to match the overhead lighting, I can do that. It's also got a dimmer, so we can turn it down. Click it over to warm. And I'm gonna actually see what they look like in the complete darkness. I haven't even tried that yet. Let's see, let's turn off the uppers. So my main plan is to use these lights in the evening, just kind of when I'm hanging out, doing my thing, so that it's not, the other lights are super harsh on my eyes. Let's see, so we can dim it down. And that's, oops, that's warm. And then we can dim it down. I guess on the video, maybe you can't really notice it that much. Anyway, that's all the way down. So pretty cool. We're just hanging out in the evening, doing my thing. Boom, there's 100%. I like it. It's pretty slick. Pretty slick. All right, my friends, we're going to wrap it up. That is it for me. I appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight. I appreciate the super chats and the gift requests and just the support, the likes, the follows, the sharing. Thank you so much to our moderator, John C., for being super active tonight, sharing video links from older videos. My Broken Top video, my Bob Wells Instant Pot video. So I appreciate John C's hard work tonight. Thank you to everyone that watched and liked and commented and shared. Tune into Sunday's video if you want to see how I installed my electric 3 steps on the side door. If you guys want to come to Tiny Fest, April 18th, and I think it's 18th and 19th. It's Saturday and Sunday in April. You can check that out. It's tinyfest.events is the website. So I hope to see you guys there. I did put a link in the chat if you guys want to come out to Tiny Fest. That's it for me. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.